You have made me. There's nothing greater than Jesus. That's I love you. Right. Okay, I think we're live. You are, you have made me. All right, so good afternoon, everybody. I think we're live. Is our Tuesday class. It's 2 p.m. So if you're just getting in here, please tell me where you're watching us from. Thank you for joining. All right, so today we're looking at creating Christmas rituals in our home. Hi, Mabu Webalogu. Thank you for being here. If you're just joining me, please tell me where you're streaming live from. I am streaming live from the capital city of Nigeria, Abuja. Just tell me where you're watching me live from and say hi. I'd like to see you and know where you're watching from. Mawuwe, watching me from Lagos, thank you. On YouTube, if you're on YouTube, please say hello. If you are on Facebook, please say hello. I don't know why I can't see chats on Facebook though. Please, Facebook, can you say hello so that we can see, we know that you can see us. As soon as you do that, we know that we're together. Hi, Choo Choo, Stella, Namani Peace. Compliments of the season all the way from Oshobo. Thank you. Ohoha, Tobore. Thank you so much, Tobore from Port Harcourt. Thank you. At least that shows me that someone can see me. Thank you so much. Hi, Ruth Baba. Thank you for being here. We are streaming live and we are talking about Christmas today. Thank you so much for joining me. All right. We are talking about Christmas today. My name is Wendy Ologe, and I am the founder of the Intentional Parents Academy. If you didn't get the news, just recently we got in the Intentional Parents Academy trademarked. So it's such a great news for us in this year. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't take your time for granted. And welcome here again and again. And today we are looking at an interesting topic that we're talking about. Hi, Uncle Emmanuel. Nice to have you here. Hi, Ruth. Thank you for coming. Dora, thank you for logging in. Thank you for joining me. It's a Christmas season. I don't know about you. I am grateful. If not for anything, I'm grateful for seeing Christmas this year. It's been a tough year. It's been an amazing year as well. You know, as much as this year came trying us, we're still here. Being here alone is enough for us to be thankful. So, one of the major things I want us to do in this year is to sit down and think, oh, yes, I am thankful for being here. Thank you again and again. So, yes, hi Osunde, where thank you for joining me, Akintola. So, if you're just joining us, we are talking about creating Christmas rituals in your home. Yep. Creating Christmas. I like Christmas a lot. So, yes, no matter the situation, we're going to have Christmas. No matter how it is, you know, Christmas is going to turn out to be Christmas. Now, we are sharing with you how you can create rituals in your home that will help you during Christmas so that your children will, have memories. Now, one of the things that is very, very key for your children is creating memories. Creating memories. Very important. And for everything that you do, you should think about it. What memories am I creating in my home? What memories am I creating in my home? Christmas is a good time to create such memories. And I tell you, you can still create memories even though you are not traveling or you're not going anywhere or you feel the year has been tough and all that. you can still do something. The first thing that we want to know is that Jesus Christ is the reason for the season. That's the whole idea of Christmas. And that's one thing you want to teach your children in this period as well. So apart from all the ragmatas, apart from all the things that happen during Christmas, the travels, the clothes, and all that, we want to also address the fact that what we're celebrating is the birth of the Son of God, Jesus Christ. And our children should also learn that is what Christmas is about. So first and foremost, that's the first point of call. That's the point of call. All right. So the activities you create, hi mom, the activities you create today is the memories that your children will have, not the money you spend. So it's easy for all of us to say, oh, we just want to spend money in this period. Oh, it's just about money. I've heard parents say, I don't have money for this. I don't have money for that. I don't have money to buy clothes and all that. You don't really need money to be able to create memories. You can create memories out of nothing. The question you want to ask yourself is, what exactly am I willing to do? Before we go ahead to talk about Christmas, I want to talk about the recent happenings right in our community. We had, if you're watching me from outside of Nigeria, I'll just give a background. Recently have a video go viral of a boy who was molested in school. A lot of people have written to me to ask me of my opinion. Oh, what do you think, coach? Oh, coach, don't you think this should happen? Oh, coach, this, and that. I tell you something for free. And this is something that I've been telling every single one parent who cares to listen. There are no, fire brigade approach in parenting. Everything is foundational. Everything is foundational. Hi, Chigemezu. Hi, good to have you here. Everything is foundational, right? Everything happens from the home. Now, it's easy for us to sit back to say, no, it's about the school. No, it's about the other children. No, it's about the society. We also should remember that the society is a product of the family. So it is a family we create that we see out there. It's such a painful video. My sympathy goes to this family. I can't even imagine what it is that they've been through. Unfortunately, these are the same issues that we are screaming about every day. Unreservedly, we have said to you, teach your children about these difficult conversations. We're not talking. I don't even want to begin to analyze that video for or against. But one thing that you must pick out from here is that if you do not teach your children, the world will teach them. If you do not teach your children what to do, the world will show them how to go. It is your job. When we say, oh, I don't have time to teach my children. Oh, I don't have time. Somebody wrote to me and said, she had enrolled to be in the inner circle for 2021. And she said, coach, I hear that the inner circle you need to read and then you need to do some activities with your children. And I said, oh, yes. She said, I don't really have time. I come home late. So I don't think I'll have time to actually do that. One thing is sacrosanct. Whatever it is that you don't pay for today, he will do the time tomorrow. Either way, there's a price. There's a price for your ignorance. There's a price for lack of knowledge. The choice is always ours, but trust me, we can make better choices at every point in time. We can actually begin to teach our children to make better choices. Whether we take the child to a boarding school now, or we take the child to a boarding school later, or we allow them to go to university later, a child can be molested even in the home. The problem is knowledge. What are we teaching our children about these difficult conversations? What exactly do our children know about these things that we've been talking about? Are we really sitting down to say these are the things that you need to know? One of the reasons why I actually wrote this book called Walking Your Child Through Puberty, one of the reasons why I wrote this book is because of issues like this. One of the cases that we had, I realized that when we got to this child, the told me that it was wrong to share my nude picture. We are not, we expect our children to know. Children will know that, okay, yeah, it's not okay for somebody to do this, and that, but do they even have the ability to say no? Now, that's another thing, another topic. I remember that in one of those our webinars in the inner circle, we shared on the skills called refusal skills. Does your children even understand how to say no? For your child to understand how to say no, they need to be able to say no to you. Are your children able to say no to you? That is the question you need to take home. So it's easy that we want to shut down these children in our homes and say, oh, they need to go out there and speak out. How? These things are foundational. If we do not get it right at the home front, no school can solve your problem. Don't ever think you can pray these things over. No, you can't. Like I say often, over and again, prayer is good, trust me, but trust me, without knowledge, my people perish, not without prayers. People can pray and still perish. People can pray and still perish. You do not have knowledge and perish. Let's go for knowledge. Let's understand what we need to teach our children per time. Can we stop the argument that we do not need to teach our children what they need to know? Your children need to know what they need to know. The times are changed. And for the records, these things happened in our times. Unfortunately, nobody spoke about that because we were not even taught to speak out. Who do you speak out against? We were taught that an older person was an ultimate. It doesn't matter what they did. You need to begin to undo some of the things that you learned as a parent, which is one of the things that we do in the inner circle. One of the first things that you begin to learn when you get into the inner circle in TIP Academy is to begin to know that your ego, we need to be on, you need to actually remold it. What does parenting mean to you? Does it mean you becoming the tiger? Does it mean you becoming the Lord and the Master? That's not what it is. And the more you do that, the more, if your child can't say no to you at home, your child will not be able to stand up to any other person outside of your home. Hi, faithful Otis, I see you. And it's not a course, it's a standard. You need to ask yourself this question. Go back after you watch that video again and again. Go back and tell yourself, where am I missing it? It's okay to say that, oh, we're saying a lot of things, and all that and all that. But the truth of the matter is, we can rant all we can. We do nothing, absolutely nothing happens. So it's not about the rants. It's not about sharing the videos and making it go viral. These things are in our home. What are you doing? What is your contribution in your home front, as little as this, to the things that are happening? What are you doing in the now to help your children? To help your children say things the way they are and actually, in quotes, say no to you. A child that is intimidated at home will be intimidated anywhere else. It does not matter where it is. Boarding school, day school. So don't confuse yourself. This is not about boarding and day. This is about parents relegating their responsibilities. Bullies are giving birth by parents. Molesters are giving birth by parents. Our job is enormous. I've said this over and again. These are placed in the wrong places. And until we get this right, nothing will change. Another story will come up. This will blow over. Trust me. You don't want to know the stories that we hear every day. This is when I saw the story and people were jumping, screaming, doing all sorts. I was laughing at them. If I share half of what I hear every day, I'm sure some of you will probably not listen to this, will probably be so scared. We don't want to scare you, but we want to tell you the truth. Worse things have happened. Worse things are happening. And worse things are going to happen. They are not going to stop. They won't stop. It's not a cause. They will not stop. These are the times we're in. Stand up. Take responsibility. Stop the argument already. It is not going to help you. If you need to gain knowledge, get it now. Teach your children what they need to know, and then you move. So don't tell us that, oh, it's because the child is in boarding school. Oh, it's because the child. Do you know how many children? Statistics have it that many children are molested, almost in 90%, are molested at home more than anywhere else. And we're talking about we want to abuse the schools. I'm not holding brief for schools. Unfortunately, the schools are also promising you that they can give you heaven on earth. They can train your children for you. And you're believing them. You believe that a school can teach your children independence. Someone asked me my take on boarding house. And I said that it's not a public opinion. I shared with parents in the inner circle. And they know why and how these things. But one thing is certain. Don't tell yourself that you're taking your child to a boarding house so that the child will go and learn skills. Teach your child when they need to learn here. And when your child gets there, the child will be able to build on it. If you have not done your job the way you should have done it, better keep your child in your home. Don't send the child there. There's work to be done. Do not be deceived. There is work to be done. Parenting is hard work. And if you're not committed to it, you're going to be lost in it. Parenting is hard work. So we need to stand up today and begin to take responsibilities for the things that we need to do. Can we stop the attitude of it's not my business, it's not happening in my home? You don't want to know how many people have reached out to me after this story broke out of the kind of molestation that have happened right under their noses in their home. A lot of people are not speaking up. That's why you think that this is one-off. No, it's not. It's not. This is like, in fact, this is the list of all the cases, most of the cases that we've handled in 2020 when it comes to molestation. Many things are getting out of hand. Stand up. Read a book. We said no. What would they teach us? After all, the Bible said that once you read the Bible, you just learn how to train your children. Who told you so? Who told you so? You need to gain knowledge. You need to gain knowledge in the times so that you will be able to actually do what you need to do. Hi, Chinyerobina. Thank you. So you'll be able to do what you need to do. Stop the argument. Stop these fights of I know what I'm doing. No, there are a lot of things happening. There are a lot of things happening. I know that one of the things that we're doing in 2021 is to also put sex conversations, difficult conversations, in the front burner. Part of it is that we're doing 3 sex conversations book. One of the books we're reading in the inner circle is Chinyerobina's new book. And don't worry, if you're not in the inner circle, you miss and we move. All right, let's go on the deal of the day. I just thought that I should speak to parents about this. Please, let's take these things to, let's just take these things to heart. Let's not just wake up and just do things anyhow. If you want to join the inner circle, a lot of parents made us move registration to 24th because a lot of parents came to us to say, please, ma, we will not need to register, or can we do till 24th? So on the 24th, we will shut down registration for the whole of 2021. We're not opening it up. If you want to join, just put inner circle in the comment section and you will get response for how to join the inner circle. In 2021, my time will be limited outside of the inner circle. My time will be limited outside of the inner circle because we already have almost 400 parents in the inner circle, and our energy is going to be on the parents who are committed to the process. We don't want to scatter our energy all over. For every one person out there, you can go ahead, pick up a book, read, but access to me will be extremely limited because we want to actually work with the inner circle parents and give them what they need to walk through their process. This year, we worked with 80 parents And I tell you, their journey has been amazing. As in, I can't even begin to share, the details for those parents, here. But one thing that I can assure you is that I won't be available as as I am in 2020, because the parents in the inner circle in 2021, no, I can't let them down. I need to work with them closely. Access to me will be, greatly limited to the parents in the inner circle in 2021. So, and these are, for me, these are the parents I see as being serious. That's the truth. All right. And they want to actually do something more on their journey. So they want to learn more. They want to do more. Currently, we have parents from Cameroon, from Ghana, from Pakistan, from the US, from the UK, all over the world. These are parents who, I had a parent last year. This particular parent last year, what she was in, I didn't even know she was in India with her son for a surgery for 5 months. She was there and she did all her activities. When she shared her testimonies, I was in tears. It is a choice. We make choices. Nobody have the time to do these things. But I tell you for free, we make choices on how we want to move. And the truth of the matter is that the more we say, no, it's not our business, the more these things, the ripple effect falls. So I tell people, drag yourself. I have 5 very close friends. All of them are with me in the inner circle. So I tell people, drag yourself. And when you drag yourself, drag your friends. Because my friends are going to be mixing up my friends, my friends' children. So as I'm moving, I'm dragging everybody along with me. Nobody left behind. So let's please be intentional. Creating Christmas rituals in your home. The very first quote I want you to take, if you want to join the inner circle, put in the comment section, inner circle. If you're on YouTube, you will see a chat to send a chat to us. Send us a chat, and then you will have all the details. And I'm sure for those on Facebook, you will get someone responding to you to send a chat to a number. Chinyerubina will help me do that. Thank you so much. All right. So we are talking about Christmas. How do you make Christmas rituals? Let me see in the comment section. Do we have anybody who makes Christmas rituals? What are Christmas rituals in your home? What are Christmas rituals in your home? What does it look like? Can a single person join the inner circle? Jennifer, yes, send me details, and then we'll answer all that question when it's time. All right. So today, let's have the class. Let's start rolling with the class first, so that we can finish up. We've already done 20 minutes. 20 minutes after. All right. So just put that comment. We will reach out to you. All right. We will reach out to you. So if you're on YouTube, you will also see a pinned comment to follow so that you will be able to reach out. So we're talking about creating Christmas rituals. Creating Christmas rituals. Christmas rituals. Let me say this. Please write it down. Christmas is not an emergency. Christmas is not an emergency. Stop making it look like one. I realize that during Christmas, a lot of parents are, running helter-skelter. There's a lot happening everywhere. You're buying things, you're doing this. Christmas is not an emergency. Christmas is 25th of December every year. 25th of December every year. We are not, where nobody fixed the date afterwards. Nobody fixed the date afterwards. So Christmas is never, ever an emergency. So can somebody put that in the comment section? I want to make sure that people are following me. Can somebody put that in the comment section? Christmas is not an emergency. All right, somebody sharing their routine, hang out, watch movies, cook, eat, dance, have lots of fun. Thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you for sharing that with us. All right. Okay, people can hear me now. Awesome. So I said earlier that Christmas is not an emergency. And every single one of us must understand that. So Christmas is Christmas. Is not, stop making it look like one. Stop running around. Stop, you're going from one area. Oh, it's this time, it's 1 week to the time and all that. Prepare for it. Prepare for it. And we must understand that there is no emergency about Christmas. It's been fixed for a very long time. There are things that you must begin to note. Christmas is a holiday period for you to spend time with your family. It's not a time for you to get on the phone to chat with everybody that you haven't chatted with. Your family, it comes first. I'll be thinking of the fun, family Christmas traditions that we can start in 2020. My husband and I came up with a few, and they're very peculiar to our family. But I will be sharing, a lot of general Christmas stuff with us. Many of the explanations that we will do with the parents, afterwards. And I know that this year is different. It's different. It's easy for us to start thinking about the December and all that, new life coming and all that and all that. But the thing is, you need to allow yourself to enjoy the holidays with your family. Everybody's imagining there's going to be a quiet Christmas, and then everything, all that and all that. But anyhow, Christmas traditions are Christmas traditions, and you can create Christmas traditions in your home year in, year out. You can create these Christmas traditions in your home year in, year out. These are the memories your children will remember. Your children will not remember the money you're spending. They're going to remember the time, the memories you create. What memories are you willing to create? What memories are you willing to create? Why do you need to start family Christmas traditions? My family Christmas tradition has been from day one, right? And there are some very interesting, salient, Christmas traditions that we have. One of which is on the 25th, everybody stays in one place and celebrates Christmas in one place, and nobody goes anywhere. All right? And, there's a lot that have happened, and we need to actually begin to sit back and redo this thing. There are special things we do with the family that's different from the day-to-day activities. That's what stands out. That's what your children look out for. I want my children to have great family memories. And, Christmas tradition are one of the fun ways that you can think of creating those memories. I remember that growing up, I shared it one of those times. My grandfather died at 114 or thereabout. And for all the Christmases, I remember staying by the firework side to listen to him. He roasts yam in the morning. I remember having to sleep in his bedroom and tells us stories about the things that are happening and all that. So these are some of the things that were tradition for us. Part of the traditions that my parents had was traveling to our hometown every Christmas holiday. It was fun for us. It could be anything. All right. One of the things that you can do, number one, is that you can decorate the house. You can put a certain date that decoration goes, up in your home. This decoration I'm talking about can be handmade right in your home. Our children make a lot of things. We make a lot of things together. So we make a lot of decorations ourselves. Interestingly, our daughter got married on the 5th of December, so we couldn't do Christmas decorations because there were decorations in the house for her wedding. So we couldn't do our particular day Christmas ritual decoration, which is usually on the 30th of December. The trees go up, the decorations happen, the children look forward to it. One of those years, we had a book Christmas tree. You can just put books, start books, and put some stuff on it, and Christmas is happening. It does not have to be expensive. Just learn to create memories. And we had to now delay our Christmas decoration. And we had before then, we had to sit the younger ones down, my 10-year-olds going to 11, to say, this is why there's a move. And they were like, this has never happened before. Make a Christmas tradition. Another thing that you can do is to create a Christmas playlist. It can come from your phone. Don't kill yourself. No, it can come from anywhere. Make a playlist. Everyone in the family should have a song, that make Christmas playlist. Let it be soundtrack for December. You can add it and let it just be, it keeps running through in the home. You can also create a Christmas carol in the home. We created one. I think that was 2 nights ago. We're all seated in the sitting room with a screen watching Christmas carols on YouTube, different places. and all that. Because part of our Christmas tradition is to do at least 2 Christmas carols every year. But this year, there are no Christmas carols. So we're rebuilding those memories. All right? Make homemade Christmas cards. You can craft them. It doesn't have to be perfect. Forget perfection. We're not living for perfection. We're living to live life. Right? So it's important that you understand that part. So just make something memorable. Right? And you can gift yourself all together. You can give gift to everybody. Part of also what we do, if you're in a home, even if you're visiting, you get a Christmas gift. It doesn't matter how small it is. Sometimes it could be anything. Part of our Christmas gift for our children in 2020 was a prayer journal. I saw a friend of mine who owns a team. I don't know if she's listening, who runs a bookstore for teenagers, adults, and all that. She had this devotional that was just simply amazing. That's part of what we're packaging for Christmas gift as well. It could be anything. It could be, anything. And you can also even make it more fun and let your children write to Santa. Our children email us or write using a hard cover book, and put it somewhere where we pick it up, and we read it. These are your Christmas wishes. These are all the things that you want to have. Let your children also get into the whatever it is that they have. Let them make something for you. If they have money to buy something, let them be able to. If they don't, let them create something for you, and your husband. Then everybody will do exchange of gifts. Give your spouse a gift. Let your spouse give you a gift. On Christmas morning, everybody in my home looks forward to Christmas morning, because Christmas morning there are gifts littered everywhere under the Christmas tree, and everybody is excited. The gifts are placed after we move out for service. How we do it is that my husband goes to place the gift, and then by the time everybody comes back, there are gifts everywhere, and you're opening and you're looking at it. These gifts create memories. I remember that this diary that I used was one of my Christmas gifts last year. I don't forget it. So the children look forward to these holidays and create, those things. Another thing that you can do in the face of the pandemic, there have been a lot. You can do virtual party with other family members. We're planning a virtual party with other family members, where family members from all over the world, people couldn't travel. So family members from all over the world are going to log in. I'm going to have a party. We're going to scream. We're going to tell jokes. We're going to have fun. Choose a day during the holidays. The good thing is that Christmas is such a long holiday this time. We have half day on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, beautiful time. And if you're shutting down for the year, like some of us are, that gives you a beautiful access. If you're not, you can still create a system that will work for you. All right. So that's another thing. We thought of the virtual party just recently because of this year. We've never done that before. It could be something that you can redo. All right. That's one other thing that you want to do. Another thing that you want to do is to bake and do all sorts in the house. I don't like to cook, but my children like to. And interestingly, we already have a list of the things that we're making during Christmas, and we're going to all come out. Christmas dinner and all that during the year happens with every member of the family. Everybody in the kitchen playing music and all that. I've already shared. Write letters to Santa. Let the children write letters to Santa. Whatever it is you believe in. If you don't believe in it, it's fine. Let them they can even write letters to God or something, but just let them write about what they think. All right. Have a family slumber party where everybody is allowed to stay up, build fun in the living room, read Christmas stories, drink, eat, talk about wonderful things that happen throughout the year. We do that towards the end of the year. Write in your special journals. We have a journal, a family journal throughout the year, and we're able to record the testimonies for us. That's a highlight for us in the year. We sit down and then we record all those things right into all of this, and then put up a lot of matters to it. On the Christmas Eve, 24th, we also have an activity. It could just be doing a uniform pajamas. It can just be anything where everybody just makes noise. We don't sleep early. we just make noise. We stay awake till it's Christmas, and then everybody just have fun and sleep. So your family slumber party can happen any of those days. Junior Bina, you're welcome. Any of those days, and then you create fun around it. Have a family movie night. Let the family movie night come with just you, your family. You guys take out a particular movie that you want to watch. Or there are too many movies that you can watch, where all of you are watching something that is age appropriate for everybody, right? So you all sit down, watch an age appropriate movie. Don't let your children just get glued to the screen because it's holiday. Your children would need to also interact. This is a beautiful time to interact. Please do not miss the opportunity. I was sharing something about the time your children have to go to university till now, how many Saturdays that they have. And, these Saturdays that I'm talking about, they were not up to, I think they have how many Saturdays in their whole lifetime. And by the time you check it, the children do not even have more than 200 and something Saturdays, left for you to actually be able to use. So use them wisely. Use the holiday wisely. These are the things that will keep the things, the memories in your child, head. All right. We have every night Christmas movie, and that will be fun. You can also do a family game night. We're buying, I'm not very good with playing soccer. So we're buying a particular game where everybody's going to get involved, all right, in playing soccer. Someone is asking if I could suggest movies. There are quite a number of movies. I've shared in the inner circle. Part of what I do is that I review movies and I share with the parents of the inner circle. And so we do some movie reviews. So you can watch. I will give you some. I'll give you some movies that you can watch. You can do Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's a very beautiful movie for your children. It's also a very beautiful movie for you. There's a lot of lessons in it. There are a lot of, we have a catalog, we build a catalog of movies. Part of what I'm planning to do is to build movie appropriate. So we don't, part of what we do is that our media plan is that we don't just put children on the screen to just keep watching cartoon endlessly. No. We start out movies that are relevant for time, and then we're able to sit down with our children. We're able to sit down with our children to do them. So as we're doing it during this year, part of what I did for the parents in the inner circle is to watch movies and review them. So that's also part of what we're going to be doing in 2021. In fact, we'll have a whole longer list, because some of what your activities in the inner circle is that you need to watch their movie nights, and you are requested, right? You are actually made to ensure that you actually do what you're supposed to do. So that helped a lot of parents see a lot about movies, and we shared movies that could teach both your teenagers, your preteens. So don't just put your children on the screen without intentions. Even the movies that you watch with your family should be intentional. Absolutely very intentional. I will share some lists, a few of the lists that we're planning to do for my family, and this year maybe I'll share on my timeline. And if you're able to follow through, then you can. Oh yes, Chiamaka, the inner circle is the real deal. That's where we spend our energy. And in 2021, that's where more of my energy will be in, really. All right. So the family game night could be anything. All right. You could learn to play a certain kind of game. Recently, we had to bring in a board, a table tennis board. That's part of the routines we are creating in my home for 2020 Christmas. So we've been trying to do that, and then we just got it in. So you can do anything. That's one of the games we're planning to play. It's part of our game night for the Christmas in this year. And then you can do a barbecue night. Part of what we're also doing is that we're inviting friends over to have a barbecue night, one of those nights where the holiday will be on. So you can also make that a ritual. For every year, for a long time, we had a barbecue night. We've had a barbecue night with our friends and family. So for the ones that are not around, they can, see us virtually. All right. So that is one other thing that you can do. Right. So another thing that you also should do during Christmas is to give. Let your children see you give. Let your children see you give to the people who can afford. Now, let me say this. Ability to give is not in what you have. Ability to give, ability to give is in the things, in how you think about it. So you can, anybody has something to give. Everybody, rich, poor, whoever, we all have something to give. Is in the mindset. If you have a cup of rice, let your children see you give somebody some few grains. It doesn't matter. If you have a few grains, let your children see you give one grain to one person. Let your children see you share in this period. Take up some community service. Some people will go visiting the orphanage, while some people will not bother with that. We already have, people around. We don't need to go too far. And our children actually see during Christmas. We also invite a lot of the people that we've done, stuff for to come to our home to have dinner one of those days. So you can let your children see you do these things. Exchange of gifts, very, very important. Give people who can't reward you. All right. So, and another thing that you can do that we'll also try to do is after the children go to bed during, during the time that where we have the Christmas it's Christmas time and all that. My husband and I create a love actually Christmas time. So we create the love actually Christmas time where we just sneak in, the children are sleeping, and then we're doing something for ourselves. Just us. We call it the Just You Guys Christmas family tradition. So it's just us, just the two of us. Sometimes we have other family members who came around, and all we do is just stay back in our room and do what we need to do and just have fun and just create, just play and have fun. All right. Another thing that you can also do, I've talked about carols. This year, nobody could attend carols, so you can just watch carols online. Just try and watch carols and create the effect. All right. Another thing you can do is to go for a Christmas light drive. This year, I noticed that there were no Christmas lights everywhere. But because I'm sure a lot of people didn't do decorations, but you can still take a drive light night. In Abuja, it's usually fun to see. I even in Owerri, one of those days that I was in Owerri, the Christmas tree that was lit up in a particular place was just so fun, and it's fun to go see those places. When it's a bit dark and all that. Please also be careful, so that you don't go when it's so dark and all that, and be careful where you're going for time. So you can have a Christmas light drive, just drive around, just have something to pick out, or if you don't see anything, just take popcorn, take ice creams, and go home. All right. So we've talked about the Christmas gift box, and then Christmas Day. One of the things that we do is that we do the Christmas story from the Bible. We're Christians, so we do the Christmas stories from the Bible. So part of what we do is on the Christmas day, we reinforce, we watch, we have a particular series that we watch, and then we watch it with our children and just create fun around it. Okay? Then that's one. You can also read. You can just read them stories. It doesn't even have to be watching. Sometimes it's even fun. Sometimes my husband creates a Christmas clowning fun story for the children, and they're just laughing and just listening. You don't need money to create the kind of Christmas that you want. All right. So another thing is have a Christmas tree. It can just be something small. Yeah, we share that already. And if you don't have to buy, you can create a book Christmas. Just make it a Christmassy period, like they will say. All right. So, and then please do not forget to take your Christmas morning family photo. Everyone in their pajamas says crazy, surrounded in all sorts of things. Use your phone. Take a selfie. You don't need a cameraman. Create fun. It doesn't need to be perfect. We were looking through our Christmas pictures over the year, and my husband said, I need to make a collage of them and just put somewhere on the walkway. Just create fun around it. Don't call anybody into it. Come out in the lazy pajamas and just take pictures. If you're going to go to church, go to church. Come out and take pictures. I have Christmas pictures for the past 10 years today, 11 years now. And every single one of them breeds memory. Beautiful memories. Please do not miss it. It's an awesome time for you and your family. All right, take selfies. You can share them on social media if you wish. If you don't wish, you can keep them. Many of the pictures that we have in my family have never been shared on social media, but we enjoy them when we look through them, and they're fun for us. All right, and it's very, very interesting. Christmas crackers and dinners. What are you doing on Christmas dinner? Create a setting on Christmas dinner. It can be that everybody comes to dinner on Christmas with a hat. It can be that everybody comes to dinner on Christmas with a white shirt. I think we're doing an Ankara shot this time. I've not even finished looking at the list. But just something. It could just be that everybody comes to dinner with a free joggers. Sometimes we do joggers. It can be anything. And get this thing. Go on YouTube. Learn how to bake. We're baking chin-chin. One of those Christmas, we baked cake that was as hard as a rock. We still tell the stories till tomorrow. You need to see us telling the stories in my home. And it's fun. It's fun recreating the memory. How we baked, how everybody puts mouth, and the thing ended up turning out as rubbish. We had a good laugh. We took pictures. And we just eventually couldn't eat it. But it was fun. It's not in the perfection, it's in the process. It's not in the perfection, it's in the process. You need to understand that you will like to create a process that exudes excitement in your home. Our children love holidays. They don't wait to be in the home during holidays. Our first daughter got married and said, I'm packing my bag on 23rd and I'm going to be in the house. I can't miss Christmas at home. I just want to cry. I was like, you'll be in your house during Christmas, not my house, you're married, But that's how much, children enjoy Christmas. That's how much they enjoy Christmas in the home. Because there's a lot of fun. It's not in the money. It's not in the perfection. Your children will never remember how much you spent. Never. They will not remember the clothes that you bought. They won't remember whether you bought clothes or not, but they will remember the memories you created. Please do not forfeit these memories. And then the last one, Boxing Day appetizer dinner. Serve an appetizer dinner, something it's one of our favorite traditions. Just pick anything. It's going to be Boxing Day where everybody have just finger foods. Boxing Day is 26th. Just finger foods and all that. Creating Christmas tradition for your family is very practical, way to parent on intention. Intentional parenting is looking at the process and looking at it and recreating it to work. So making a point of creating family Christians is one of the most intentional things that you can do for your family. So these things will stand out in the minds of your children when they look back on their times at home. They remember the times. When you talk to our first daughter and talk about the things that happened at home before she got married, her memories are awesome. You want to create that kind of memory for your children. And I told her something, I said, you need to even create better memory for your new home. So you can create these memories in your home. You can make the holiday enjoyable. Don't make it a time where you're screaming, you're cooking every minute, you're making the children, labor all through in the kitchen. It is not necessary. Make it a time where you just create fun. Because Christmas is a fun time for us in TIP. Part of what we also did in the inner circle is that in December we don't read a book. We just begin to look at our processes and review our processes. And in this year, part of what we've done is to review our processes, and it's been amazing. So January, we get off again, and we start running in January. Throw everything out, create these memories. Your children are growing every day. Your children are growing every day. You know the painful part. There are times you will not be able to create these memories anymore because they wouldn't need it. And if you don't start it early enough, your children will look at it like these things are neither here nor there. Your children will not even have the ability, the strength to, be part of this culture and tradition. Create a tradition that will outlive you. Part of what we've also fit into the tradition is story night with grandpa. Fortunately, the twins grandpa stay here in Abuja. So the story night with grandpa, where they're just going to sit and then have these talks, and you can create anything. If your grandfather is alive and is not here, put a virtual party. Let the grandpa tell stories in an hour. If you're too far, grandma, grandpa, oldest of your sibling, they can just tell them about family traditions in the past. They can just tell them about the history of the family. It can just be anything. I'm usually very excited about Christmas period. I'm usually very excited about holidays. This is the same way we plan for long vacation holidays. I don't think you want to see the list of our long vacations. Part of what we did with the parents in the inner circle is to make them make a plan for long vacations. Do not leave these things to chance. Your children probably will not have more than how many long vacations in their whole year in your life. Become intentional. The memories you build today, that is exactly what it is that your children will live with. I don't know if there are questions. If there are questions, please put that in the comment section and we would respond to you. If you've also put in to be part of the inner circle, we would also respond to you to share details with you for the inner circle. On the 24th, we shut down registration. And like I said, I can only do much. Working with almost 400 parents, in the inner circle, what I can do is to have access, make sure that they have access as well. So with almost 400 parents, in the inner circle, what I can do is to have access, make sure that they have access as well. So access to parents who are outside of the inner circle will be, very, very tough. Oh yes. So trust me, some of the things that I shared with you are most of the things I shared with you are the things that we do in my own home. They are not perfect. You can create, more things in your own home. I would also like to learn from you if you have, some of the things. We've also along the line adopted some traditions that have helped us. I shared mine so that you will also be able to look through yours and then add them. Right? And that would also really help every single one parent who is here, who is also, working with us. So part of what I would also like you to put at the back of your mind is that it is about the process. It's not about perfection. Intentional parenting. So when people look at you and they say intentional parenting, is it about the perfection? No, I'm not raising perfect children. I am taking my process one step at a time to create memories that would outlive me. So it's not about perfection. It's not about children who are rich or being rich. It's just about the enjoying the process of raising children. And I tell you, if there's something that happens to us, that happened to us, one of it is that we enjoy raising our children. We have fun raising our children. Are there times where the children are, doing something that is wrong that you need to put your foot down? So many times. But I tell you for free, these children, just love them and create these memories. It's not enough to say that you don't have time. If you do not do the time now, you will do the time later. Somebody is asking about the inner circle. We will send you details of how to join the inner circle. And a lot of this, if you're joining the inner circle, one thing that you need to know is the inner circle is a paid program, a paid annual program every year in TIP. These are parents that I believe that understand or that want to have the zeal to want to work with us to do more. All right. So it helps us to be able to know, what it is and what it is that they're doing and follow up. And I tell you something, the inner circle parents are far ahead, far ahead. You can't compare them with some of the things that we see out there. They are far ahead for free. They are far ahead. In fact, some of them, I look at the things that they do in their space, and I am amazed. The inner circle parents do a lot. After 1 year, you are going to school. And so please, before you say I'm interested in the inner circle, just note we're not coming to play. It's not a place you just come and chat and throw your legs and no, it's a place you come to work. Right? It's a place to come to work. one of the things that you do is that when you register, you get this. It's part of your registration is this. This gives you, excuse me, this gives you access to how we will walk through your journal. Gives you access to how you walk through your parenting plan, how you walk through everything that you need to do. How you walk through some of the things that you have to, do and all that. So all the things is commitment. Oh yes, it's commitment. You need to be committed to it because we do not believe that parenting should be left to chance. Neither do we believe that parenting should just be things that you do just anyhow. No. And when people say I'm busy, I don't have time, I am really, it's usually interesting. Hi Augustine. Augustine, please help me send chat to people at the beginning. There are a lot of chats asking for the inner circle details. And when people say I do not have time, it's very funny because I tell you something interesting. I am as busier. In fact, I'm as busy as many people. And I don't think many people are as busy as I am, really. So when parents say, I'm busy, I don't have time, somewhere in my head, I'm smiling because I know how busy I get. Yet, I tell myself every minute that I am a parent and I made a choice to be a parent. I made a choice to be a parent and I have results. The kind of results that we've been able to assess on our journey is amazing. Amazing. And I tell you, you would need to sit back and create the whole process of your parenting. What plans do you have? Are you just parenting just like that? No intentions, no goals, no knowledge, nothing. Part of what we do is to bring in different aspects that you don't even think about, right? So all the people who are asking me what my opinion on boarding school is, and whether my children go to boarding school or not, they will not. If you want to have that opinion, some things are only shared to the parents of the inner circle, my yard people. That's why I call them my yard people, right? So there are just some things that you might not be able. The truth remains that there are some things I will share here today that you parents will never be able to understand except you've worked with me closely. And it comes from a place of knowledge. It comes from a place of knowledge. The more knowledge you have, the more when we share these things, it makes it easier for you to pretty really understand. So that's about that. So sometimes I'm quiet about some comments. Sometimes people share some things in the group, and they expect me to say something or they tag me. Yes, as much as we try to respond that, but there's a limit to what you can say, just like that online. There's a lot more. Is in the process, is not in the tips and hacks. So if you want to walk your journey intentionally in 2021, trust me, be part of the inner circle. And that's where we bring to fore a lot of the things that we do. We do a lot of work for the inner circle parents. They are our priority. They are our priority. We will still come on to share with you on Tuesdays. We'll still have you get into our courses and all that. But trust me, these parents on the 1 year journey, they are the parents that I can say jump and they understand that this is where coach is saying we should go. And they understand that this is what they need to do. So if you want to be there, just send again, just put inner circle and we'll reach out to you. Since there are no questions, thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate every single one of you for joining me again. We're not going to be here, before. We're not going to be here before Christmas. Christmas is just a few days to come. But please, any of the tips that I shared with you that you're going to practice, put that in the comment section. And practice that. Take it as a challenge to begin to practice that from this year. Create memories for your children that will outlive you. So that even when you are not here, you will have your children, you still have your children. Talk about the memories of the things that happened in the home. Let your home be so conducive that your children just love home. And the only way to do that is to create a system in the home that works. Thank you, everybody on YouTube. Thank you, everyone on Facebook. Thank you, everyone on all the platforms who has logged on with us today. It's a beautiful Christmas already. And hey, Don't bother about whether you've achieved something or not. The fact that you are here means that you need to celebrate. The fact that you are here is enough to say, Christmas happens to me. So create memories that you will remember. 2020 is a day, a time to give thanks. Sit down, create a Thanksgiving list. Give thanks and just enjoy the process. Never tell yourself you haven't achieved much because very soon people are going to say what they've achieved and didn't achieve. That's not important. You have your children with you have yourself with you. Even if you do not have your children with you, it's just you are alive. Please be grateful. If anything this year, please be grateful. It's one of the things that you must take home today. And remember, Christ is the reason for the season. And do not forget to let your children know about it. Thank you so much, everyone. It is past my time for being here. If you've sent me a chat, if you want to join the inner circles, just send a chat here and we would respond to you. If you've already sent me a chat, we would respond to you in no time and send you details for the inner circle. Have an amazing, amazing afternoon.